Week 12 of the NFL season. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love him.
Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I like on the road, Mitchell.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Throw the ball on this part of the field.
Oh, he hit me too! Diablito.
It's a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Brad Nordman now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Paul Posluszny coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start, it comes
under pressure. They got him again. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
3rd and long. It's locked. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they
man!
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out in all extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it actually serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They come out here in the eye. Throwing now is Bortles. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, How tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect at setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past it, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job. To hold your back against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Here's Bortles to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now he was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Number 3 pick in 2012, it's Trent Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Richardson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
Off of play action, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. So on 4th down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Back deep with Rashad Green. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before.
I know what he's doing. He looks
points.
for the
They didn't
head.
get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Play there, Bortles to Robinson. 68 yards.
Wait.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles now on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In the red zone this time.
Oh, he let us win.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
That's what he did. He let us win.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Shotgun now
He
for
found it.
Bortles.
But he let us
Shot
win.
right. And it's incomplete. TJ Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Bortles to throw once more. And his pass incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Made on. He probably on 2K then.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And you as a former defender should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holding.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Yeah, I'm at the team though. Not now.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. That's caught at the 2. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Hurns, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time.
So that's how you die.
Something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And it's a gain of 17 that time. And the Jags are going to have a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Bortles now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Henry Anderson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Play clock winding down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
It fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
He had a birthday, huh?
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Poor old lady, man.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Shift together here from the D-line. On play action, now Bortles. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Hankins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. One receiver left is Hilton. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing on third down, Luck.
Come on, boy.
And he'll be hit as he reaches
The half.
Hot motherfucking ball, man.
And they're going to fake it from deep
Oh, this nigga cheating.
He's got his man.
Bro. This nigga, man, bro.
I think it's a swing with this.
Bro. I can't stand a fucking shooter, man. I really can't.
If you know what's best for him, you need to come through there. I'll go get the last generator. What are you doing? Oh, I'm not gonna die. I'm not doing stubborn mode.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right?
I'm
Where you
dead
get
now.
2 for 1 situation. We're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They get another shot at the start of the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And the
Instead
lead is
of
up to
giving me
5.
health, or getting that last generator, you should got the last generator. Instead of trying to come save me. Everybody died. Oh, that's the 8 of my loss.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles.
No,
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around.
Okay.
Cover in the secondary.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
You break me by. Like I said, you break me by. No, it's not a speaker, it's a Bluetooth headset. So that means if I want to call you, talk to you, hook it up to your phone, and go through here. My layout. Go 15, 20, 25.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And, oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Oh, how would I do that? Okay. You got a monster.
Now a play fake here on first down.
He
Finds a
knew.
man with a crossing route.
He
They'll
knew.
get 17 yards there. And
Good
it's good enough for an
fucking-
Indianapolis first down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him. And that's
Let's see-
sack number
let's see who that
12
is.
for him on the year.
Mhm.
To throw on second down is Locke. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene.
After
That's
he's
what's
neck,
gonna
I'm getting
happen.
on
no
top
doubt about
of
it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
You all right? I got that. Oh my God, no, man. I don't.
So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So 2nd and 10 here. Back to the air. Locke on second down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the ball comes loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half.
Like my machine. Shit.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down, 8. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
I had to run.
The play clock's running down. On second down, here's Moore. Finding time. This is going to be clock. He won the fight for the football. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Play clock winding down. Back near his goal line. Here's Bortles. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, it's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Time running out here on the play clock. And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay.
I'm putting the guy room.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw, it's Bortles. Surveying the field. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though,
I'm gonna do the rest.
Doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, it's Locke. He's got time. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the Jags get to him. Down he goes. Miles Jack coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. 1 receiver left is Hilton. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball down.
And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. Now, he always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
Oh!
What they're hoping is that This mistake is the only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the track.
The hook was right.
Damn. And a new set of downs.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Snap comes at one, and it's Bortles.
They coming? They're going to come for for sure. Because he's right there.
Second pick of the game.
Now come on. Come.
Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. The play clock's running down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Oh! Oh my goodness! You gonna have to come bring me right back over there. Oh no, you brought me back up. And I'm dead. Dang.
They come up in an offset eye.
But that dude knew he was coming ball right.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I got the assist.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable.
I'm gonna see if they get it though.
All the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Bortles.
I am going Peter.
Time in the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They come out here in the eye.
Now you on the hook.
Play clock winding down. And they just did not get the snap away in time. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. It's Vontae Davis, the Pro Bowler, in on the stop.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started. Third and 11.
Okay.
In the secondary
I
now.
think it is dirt. Oh my God. Oh my
Throwing
God.
his Bortles on third down. Finding time. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in
Dad!
the NFL? The better a route
He got the
runner
last
you are, the
generator.
more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times
Oh.
because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they
But she
connected
didn't-
there and
but she
picked up
didn't,
the first down.
No. But she did have the generator.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Down to the 25. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
You never put on the floor. I just said watch mama's shoe. Ah. I thought you said put your sheet on the sheet on the floor. Lay down your bed.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Little child.
On second down, here's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard. Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got Moncrief. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Colts a first down.
Dang.